Today, I am at a high school track, and I'm going to be doing something I hope I can be proud of for the rest of my existence. My whole life, I feel as though I've lived in the passenger seat, never fully being able to take control of my own life. And I just exist in this constant circle of disappointment because I'm never able to follow through on the things I need to be consistent. But my hope is today, I'm going to do something so drastic that it will shock my body and shock my soul out of that cycle. With that being said, today I will be running a marathon with absolutely no training and no plan. And I just want to see what happens. I really can't stress how little planning went into this. I'm in the parking lot looking at the track, and it's just kind of now all hitting me what this is going to be like. I'm genuinely shaking a little bit, and my heart is beating so fast. I have been nervous, excited, and terrified for the past 2 days, and it all comes down to this. I'm just here in the parking lot. I have no idea how long this is going to take. It looks like there's about to be a storm, and I have no idea how I'm going to record this, but we're going to give it our best try. Okay, so I'm out here stretching, just trying to wrap my head around what I'm about to do, and I think my game plan for this is to split it up into chunks. So a marathon is 26.2 miles, and every lap is a fourth of a mile, so 26.2 times 4 is 105 laps rounded up. So 105 laps. I really can't stress enough how little I planned this out. I'm just trying to find spots to record where I can, but I think my plan is every few laps I'm gonna record myself saying it, and then at the end I'm gonna have Strava going, so that should track the whole run. But I think without further ado, we're almost ready to get started. All right, it's 6:30 p.m. Without further ado, let's get started. Lap 1 done, 104 more to go. Lap 2, lap 3, already getting out of breath. Mile 1 done, 25.2 more to go. I'm also gonna stop recording every single time. All right, so I'm currently on lap 12. I had to walk the last 2. This is gonna be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life by a mile. And I already feel like stopping. I'm drenched in sweat. It's 90 degrees right now. But this is gonna take some digging deep. Lap 15, lap 17 right now. I had to stop running. I've got a cramp and it feels like I'm just got shot. Oh my God. Oh my God. 20. All right, I just finished lap 26. I was originally gonna stop at lap 25, but there's a group of people and I got scared. But it's 8 o'clock right now, and I've been at this for 90 minutes. I'm a fourth of the way done. So that's gonna be 360 minutes total to do this. I don't even know if that's right. I can barely think right now, but I'm gonna take a 10-minute break, eat some carbs. Every fiber of my being is telling me to stop right now. I genuinely don't care if this takes me until 4 in the morning. I don't care if I have to walk the rest of this thing. I don't care if I have to crawl the last 10 miles. I genuinely would rather die on this path than live wondering where this path goes. See you in 10 minutes. All right, lap 30. I walked a few laps while I was eating an apple for some carbs, hopefully. I keep cramping up, so I can't continuously run. And there's no bathroom here, so I can't really take a shit to fix it. But I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but I feel so bad right now. But I think I'm gonna try and run till 40. I'm at 30 right now, so a little over 2 miles, and that's what I'm gonna check in next. All right, as you can tell, it's pretty dark out. I'm at lap 40. I'm getting eaten fucking live. It's pretty much pitch black out. I'm gonna go to 50. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, genuinely. I'm gonna try and record like this. I don't know how bad I look from this angle, but I don't really care. I'm on lap 43. When I get to 44, I'm gonna do my best to run till 50. Then at 50, I'm gonna try and take a shit. And then after that, I don't know. All I know, I don't know anything. All right, I stopped at lap 53. I had to charge my phone. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, bro. Every part of me wants to quit. The only way I can describe how I'm feeling is a mix of wanting to throw up, cry, pass out, just fall over. I don't know how I'm gonna do all of that again. I think I'm on track to finish at like 2 to 3 a.m. I just know I can't stop because I don't know how I'm gonna live my life knowing I couldn't do this. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know what else to say. Alright, I'm not proud of it, but I ended up taking a shit in the woods. And I feel a little bit better, but I still feel so bad. But now if I stop, it's like, you know, I was more than halfway in, and I took a shit in the woods for no reason. So it's like, I don't even know, bro. All right, I just walked lap 54, and I checked the weather, and there's this severe thunderstorm warning for about an hour and a half. There's no way in hell I'm finishing before then. I don't know what I'm gonna do, bro. I can't stop, bro. I can't stop. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm at the point, bro. I'm on lap 66. I just want to cry, bro. It's not even like the thought that I won't finish. It's the thought that I've come this far and it's gonna get thrown away because I can't lose this, bro. Just finished lap 80. I was scared it was gonna rain, so I didn't really take a break. I knew once I got to 80, I can do this, bro. I know I can. 25 more fucking laps. I did the math. I have to be home in 2 hours. Even if I walked the last 6 miles, I could get it done. And I might do that because it genuinely feels like my legs are about to explode. I can't even walk straight. Ugh. It's like fucking 40-pound dumbbells I'm dragging. I know I can do this, bro. I don't care if it fucking storms. I'm running in it. I don't care. Currently on lap 90. I know I'm gonna finish it at this point, but it's starting to rain. I'm just hoping it doesn't pour. Lap 100. Final fucking stretch. Let's fucking go! All right, so it's about 2 weeks later, and I thought I'd give a little bit of a rundown on what followed and what I took away from this experience. Now, obviously looking back, I did a horrible job recording this, and I can't go back and change that, but what I can do is try and do a better job of telling the full story, and that's what I'm going to do with this recording. Now, the way I found myself getting through this was to look at it as, not to look at it as I have all of these miles left to do, or I have all of these laps left to do, and just take it slices at a time. So what I mean by that is, if I was on like lap 20, I wouldn't think of like the 85 laps I have left to do. I'd think about, how can I get to the next step? How will I feel after going one more lap? How will I feel after going 5 more laps? And if you can do that enough, I find that I could just keep going, because, at like lap 50, I'd be thinking, okay, I'm probably about halfway done, but another part of me could change that and think, okay, I'm at lap 50. How will I feel at lap 70? I want to quit right now, but I could keep going for another 5 laps. And if you can keep going for another 5 laps, or you can keep going for 1 more mile, I believe you can genuinely do everything and anything in the world. Now, the other way I looked at this experience was kind of like as the longest conversation I've ever had with myself. I was out there for around 6 hours. My time was completely awful, but that's not what this was about. It was about literally going to war with myself and finding out what I'm made of, and that's exactly what I did. And it all kind of piled up into the last hour where, I didn't record the last hour because I was just so focused on getting through it. And I knew if I really stopped and talked about things, I'd get out of that loop. So I didn't really record as much as I should have. And the reason for that was because it absolutely started downpouring, and there was, thunder everywhere. And it was kind of terrifying, because at any point I could have died. It was pouring. If any of the lightning strikes got too close to me, I could have died looking back. But in that moment, I genuinely didn't care. And it's kind of amazing to look back on, because, I'd be running with no energy, only heart left, and I'd see these lightning strikes literally like come down. I'd hear it too. And then I'd get this insane adrenaline rush, and I'd keep going. But like, never in my mind did I think of stopping at that point. And it's just like, I have never felt more alive than in that moment. And I'm so thankful I have that. And it's like, I don't think I ever would have gotten this experience from anything else, because in that moment, I didn't care if I died, which is insane to say, but I truly didn't, because it's truly like a trial by fire. You're reborn after doing it, and that's exactly what I wanted to do this. So I don't care about my time. It was awful looking back, but I don't care. And even after I did it, because I had such a high, that's the most alive I've ever felt. I had so much adrenaline running through me. I low-key got like pretty depressed for like a week and a half after. And, my body was so sore, and I was just completely shut down. But now I've had some time to process everything. And it's like I'm back to that neutral level of living. And it's like now I get to live the rest of my life knowing I did this incredible thing. And I get to live my life after finding the power inside of me that I was always looking for but never could find. And then I found it. And it's honestly unreal. Like, I get to live the rest of my life knowing I did this insane accomplishment. And I have this insane power inside of me. And it's like, I just know that this is now just an intro. Instead of being the end when I could have died, I truly believe that there's something greater let me live that was protecting me. And it's just, like, I'm struggling to find the words to describe how it felt to just be that alive. And I don't think I ever will, because it's something you just have to live and something you have to experience. But I would never in a million years wish I didn't do this, wish I did things differently, anything like that. I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad of the way I did it, how spontaneous it was. And it's just, I get to live my life now knowing I did this insane thing. And I get to live knowing I have this power inside of me and that I found it, and that, you know, I can find the strength to find it again. And that's just so freeing. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just something you have to do. I feel reborn, genuinely. And it feels kind of corny to say that, but it's how I feel. Thank you all so much for watching this video and being a part of this journey. I honestly don't know what to expect from myself over the coming months, but I know this is the start of something legendary. And just thank you so much for being a part of it. I think a big part of me undergoing this experience was the fact that I chose to record it. You know, I don't think I would have taken away the lessons I did or the experience I did if I hadn't chosen to record it. And now it's like, I can look back on this. I can watch this video whenever I want and relive it over and over again and find the way that I found the strength. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey.